Sharkbite 2's community is certainly something. So today, I'm going to be covering not only my hot takes of Sharkbite 2, but the community's as well. And from what I've gathered, I can summarize all Sharkbite 2 fans in one statement. Don't mess with us Sharkbite 2 fans, we don't even like our own game. I can confidently say that 99.99% of the takes were just trashing the game, but that's great. So let's get to the point and dive into these takes. I'm first gonna start with my takes, as well as slowly build up to be more controversial. Okay, take 1. I wish some updates just simply never happened, and were exchanged to fix bugs instead. Some updates are so forgettable, that the time spent on the update should have been spent on the millions of bugs this game has. I'm positive there are barely anyone who yearns for the SWAT boat or any of the Valentine's updates. Take 2. We need more stuff to do in the lobby than just lying around and spectating the survivors. If there was some sort of minigame you can play in the lobby, or a free cam to use as an option of spectating, I think it would kill the time of waiting around. And for the final calm take, we need private server settings. I'm a little biased on this for certain reasons, but hear me out. This should have been a day one inclusion, especially since they went out of their way to turn off updating stats in private servers. This would be simple settings like who's shark, what game mode is it, how many sharks are there, what map is it, the time set, and practically anything server settings would need. And now we go on to the hotter takes. I hate all 3 of the sister ships. The cruise ship is superior in every single way. These boats were so obviously never meant in this game's design, and it's impossible to see a sister ship not bug out like crazy. Let's be honest, all of the sister ships are just the same boat except with new paint, stats, and a few very minor adjustments. Next take. Updates only adding back old items from Sharkbite 1 are actively killing the game. Unless an item has high demand to come back, the devs should never return old boats, sharks, guns, and other features. It only shows off how lazy the devs are. Also, because they only bring back old items to bring old players back, it kinda makes me wonder why not just go to Sharkbite 1, you're gonna see the same content that's gonna be added to the future, so what's the point? However, I do have to hand it to the devs when they do reimaginings of items, rather than just bringing them back plain as they've been. For example, the Megalodon and Shark Cage boat is a great example of Sharkbite 1 items reimagined. That was a long one. Next take. 2024 was Sharkbite 2's worst year. It was entirely made up of filler updates that were pretty much forgotten about the day after they came out. There were a few updates here and there that are notable, but the rest are just boring. Next take. Daily quests were fumbled hard. Look, I love the idea of having something new to do in Sharkbite 2 every day, but the thing is, there's only one quest per day, the rest are weekly. Some of the quests are boring too, and repeat so often, like driving in the unicorn boat or buying boat builder assets. It should be 2 or 3 daily quests with way more variety in what the quests ask for. Next take. This game's potential is not explored enough. Some of the most requested updates of all time will be dropped, and then forgotten by the devs and never touched again. Some good examples of this are shark abilities, new maps, daily rewards, and quests. These updates had high demand to be added, so they were, and then never touched again, even though these updates have super high potential that simply isn't explored. Next take, and after this one, we'll go to my final hot take. Shark Cage game mode should come back. I know I sound crazy, but I absolutely love the idea of being in a giant shark cage. It's messed up by the horrible balancing though. If the devs make the cage slightly bigger, and make the crane and the cage completely indestructible, so now the shark has to bump the players out of the cage to win. I think this game mode can be great if the devs can learn to make the giant shark cage durable. And for my last take before we move on to the community, this is my hottest take by far. The idea of upgrades and defenses sounds nice, but realistically, I hope this just doesn't get added to the game ever. Boat builder hulls are already overpowered. We don't need to go beyond making it impossible for the shark to kill the maxed out warship. Even if it does get added, I'm positive it's gonna be ignored by the devs after it comes out, just like the shark abilities update. And just to confuse and get people impatient, don't remove the labels in the boat builder UI, simply just to annoy everyone, LMAO. But those are all my hot takes. Now we will go over what I have compiled from the community. I asked people in my server, the official Sharkbite 2 server, Sharkbite fan servers, and my YouTube community polls for hot takes, and everyone for sure delivered. Okay, here are the community's hot takes. First off, a commenter said that the Sharkbite 2 shark controls are terrible. I don't agree, and I've used all 3 versions of the shark controls, that being the PC, mobile, and mobile rework of shark controls, but I never found myself to struggle as shark purely in fault of the controls, so I'm going to disagree here. However, I understand if people hate one of these variants. Enormous boats, for example like aircraft carrier or Titanic, are so uncalled for, and they should be removed from the game. I both agree and partially disagree with this one. As I said before, I hate the sister ships, so I do mainly agree with this, but that doesn't mean all big boats are bad. I like the cruise ship because it had clear intentions of being design in game. It's not forced like the sister ships and aircraft carrier, and I wished cruise ship was still the biggest boat in game. Good take. Trading should have never been added. Pretty much yeah, it created a whole new breed of Sharkbite players who just lie around the free roam hub and beg for items. However, I do like free roam. It's a nice and relaxing distraction every now and then. But still, I agree that trading sucks. High rank servers. Pretty much the same thing I said about traders. High rank servers slowly began to fall off after they added the Britannic. The servers are either filled with macros, or people who complain when the shark plays the game naturally. So I agree with this take. I do miss the old high rank servers though. Aircraft carrier is one of the worst 100k ships. It's the least durable out of every other 100k ship, and the planes are only really useful if you have friends. I have to disagree here. The Britannic is the worst 100k ship in my opinion. It's pretty much just the same boat as Titanic, and is the start of the downfall of high rank servers. I can agree on the durable part, but not on the planes part. The planes can be useful, especially if the shark is attacking from below, and not on top of your boat. I mainly disagree on this take. One of my hot takes is that green snowmobile is better than red snowmobile. Okay, I guess. I mean they're both the same boat, so it only comes down to which color you prefer more on the snowmobile model. For me the red snowmobile looks more natural, so I'm neutral to this take, I guess. We need more boats with special mechanics. For instance, the Fin Reaper, and the game's galleon. This might be a hot take in it of itself, but I have to disagree. These boats' niche mechanics will get stale pretty quickly. In the instance of the game's galleon, you need another game's galleon to actually have fun with it, so I don't agree with this take. We will now cover 4 hot takes at once from the same guy. 1. The Titanic sucks 2. Oil rig is fun free. Roulette should be replaced with Sharkbite 1's Titanic mode. And 4. Player stats shouldn't count if they were gained in high rank servers like private servers. That was a lot to take in, so let's go one by one. 1. I agree. I've said it a million times before, and I'll say it again. I don't like any of the sister ships, so I'm all for take number 1. 2. As ashamed as I am to say it, I do agree. If your teammates are actually contributing to killing the sharks and not just lying around, then oil rig can be fun. It's not that bad, guys. Now for 3. I disagree. Yes, I hate roulette as much as the next guy, but do I think it should be replaced with Titanic game mode? No, not really. If Titanic game mode were to come back, it should come back as a cruise ship, not Titanic. Even then, I think roulette should be replaced with an original game mode, like a volcano mode, storm mode, Sharknado mode, and more. Right message, wrong delivery. And for the 4th take, I sadly have to say yes. High rank servers aren't servers of high rank people, it's just a server of people macroing. It's pretty sad to see them fall off. I don't blame the developers, more of the community's fault for destroying high rank servers over the years. Mako deserves to be nerfed, because it's only 4.5 grand, yet the best shark in the game. It became a problem after they decided to add the Megalodon, and not make it better than the Mako. I agree with this. Even with Megalodon and Mosasaur added many months after launch, Mako still remains on top. There can be made an argument that the shark was always the best shark in game. Not specifically when Megalodon was added, but still, I agree with what is said. Nerf Mako shark please. Large laser turret shouldn't have been added. Nothing unique and literally just makes the big cannon obsolete. I kinda love the design of the large laser turret, and it did come out during my favorite event. But he does have a point now that I think about it. This really does just invalidate any use the big cannon would have. Maybe they can like boost the rate of fire on the big cannon? I'm on the fence with this one. The maps update was absolutely but. Literally just the same map but with a different theme. Little to no aspects changing gameplay, even with suggestions which could. Completely agree on this. I already made an entire video explaining why the update sucks, so I'll go over this quickly. Maps were in development for over a year, but based off the quality in some of the maps it makes me think the whole update was made in 2 minutes. It's sad because maps could have been something so great. Hot take. Duckling isn't the best boat. Excuse me, is this straight blasphemy that is labeled as a hot take? Never speak again, and you will be punished for what you said. Count your days. Devs are lazy, and overhype updates, but when they come out it's just half-baked slop that took like a few hours to work on. Even though it's been like 2 months between an update, and they nostalgia bait I'm pretty sure, and don't know how to balance. I don't even know if I should have included this in the video. This is pretty much just simply true, and not hot at all. The devs really need to know when an update is anticipated enough by the community because they pretty much say any update is highly anticipated at this point. They also have to recognize how much work they put into an update. If it's underwhelming like the maps update, please continue to work on it please. This is pretty much a take anyone will agree on. The sharks just being stats and size changes is lame as poo. They should give each one something unique. Also like, what if I like great white sharks and I want to play as one, but I just can't because it's the doo-doo starter one. Same goes for boats. And shark skins update was one of the worst updates. I understand and agree with the entire first section. That was something I hoped changed from Sharkbite 1 to Sharkbite 2, but it sadly didn't. And the great white argument also makes sense, especially when you consider shark skins into account. However, I don't think shark skins is the worst update. It's exactly what it's labeled as, so I don't think it's all that fair to call it the worst update in the second take first take. Agree second take, disagree. And now, the final takes. You see that? This is what peak use of English literature looks like. 1000% agree with both hot takes. Not even hot, cold takes. And with that, that's all the hot takes I can cover. I'd like to thank everyone who submitted something for this video. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while now, so I'm pretty thankful that many of you guys could say something about Sharkbite 2. Even if a lot of the community is stepping away from the game, it's still pretty cool to explore some opinions that people may or may not agree with. Also, if the devs ever see this, and potentially fix our problems, that would be great too. But yeah, that's the Sharkbite 2 community hot takes. Let me know if I should do more stuff similar to this, because this was a lot of fun to make. I'm heading out now. Goodbye.